honestly don't remember like the exact description. So okay,
Let's
so
go
for
with
this
that.
photo, this was a recent Comic-Con. I dressed up as Silk,
Sick.
and we happened to be walking down the exhibit hall, and we saw the display of the Silk figure. So I put it right next to it and tried to copy.
That's so dope. So you do cosplay as well?
I know Ruby Ibarra cosplay. That's mind blowing to me right now. Like this is badass. Okay, yeah.
What's up, mga boomers? Welcome to a special episode of Usapan Retro. This is a very special episode. We never go on this time, but we had such a special guest that we had to make it this time. We have MC/scientist Ruby Ibarra in the house.
What up? Thank you for accommodating me. I know this is outside of your usual hours, but I appreciate it. I'm super hyped.
No, it's all good. We're so happy to have you. You're like, I'm a huge fan. Ron, like, you've been following Ruby for a while, right?
Yes.
Like, actually, the first time I ever met Ruby, I was kind of like fangirling. Like, I remember you were like, we did Kumu did a special thing with Mix in the US. We did this thing called Mix Discovered, and we were at the TFC station, and Ruby Ibarra was one of the guest judges. And I remember just me and James Rumor were all like, "Yo, Ruby Ibarra's gonna be here, yo. Ruby Ibarra's gonna." I remember Ron was up in there. I was like, "Yo, you're gonna meet Ruby," and then now she's on Kumu, and now she's on our nerd show. This is like the coolest.
It might have been that same night, but I remember Casey had. I think I might have been streaming during that time, and then Casey jumped into my live, and he was like, "Yo, look who's here!" And that was the first time I talked to you, Ruby. You're like, "Yo, shout out to you!" And then I ended up cussing and saying like, "Yo, Ruby, we got your fucking back!" Blah, blah, blah. You know, just going crazy and all that stuff. So that was during the Mix campaign too. During that time, so I'm so glad that Ruby is on here. You know, kind of 360. All of a sudden, we're here nerding out now. So it's awesome.
So Danica P is asking if Ruby is our first female guest, and actually, I think Ruby is our third female guest, right? So first female guest was Ulanimus. If you guys don't know who Ulan is, she's actually Roland and Rexy's boss. She manages their calendar. Number two, we had former Miss World Megan Young. She was our second guest, and now we have MC scientist Ruby Ibarra in the house. What's up?
Yeah.
Yo, so Ruby, where you broadcasting from right now?
I am live in the Bay Area, and I think it's just super dope how you're in the Philippines. We also got another person here from the Bay. Like, it's just all around, and that's what I love about Kumu and all these live streams is that you could be anywhere, but we're all in this shared space together at the same time.
Yeah, it's super tight. What's up, Leanna? Leanna's out in the Bay too. Where's Danica? Danica is in. Danica, where are you from again, Danica? I know Danica is from another country.
Philippines.
She's in the Philippines too. Oh, okay, cool. She's feeling Kalig. We got Inang Mahal watching us. Yo, this is a lit show. So like Ruby said, Ron is out in San Jose. I'm out in Manila, and Ruby's out in the Bay Area, and we're doing our show. Sonia is just out. Sonia is maybe she'll jump on later, but she won't be here to start the show. But we'll just get the show going. First off, we want to, for all the Filipino fans who are huge fans of the show, we got QC in the house, Danica P. So for all the Filipinos, here in the Philippines, you guys might have heard the name of Ruby Ibarra, and you might know some of her songs, but a lot of you're still like pretty, you're up and coming here in the Philippines, but you're like a huge name for Filipino Americans. So we wanted to get to know Ruby. So Ruby, so can you give us a brief background of who you are, what you do?
For sure. For those who've never heard of me before, I think most people know me as an MC first and foremost. I am part of the Beat Rock Music roster, which is an underground, fully Filipino American owned label out here, especially on the West Coast. But I released my album circa 91, the end of 2017. I came up with tracks like Taking Names with Bamboo and Nump, Us, which became an anthem for a lot of Pinays out here in the U.S. And ever since then, I've just been touring, from the Philippines and around all across the U.S. Now working on film projects, more music videos. So continuing to put in the grind.
Yeah, but do you want to talk about your day job, or you want to keep that secret?
We could talk. I mean, since this is a show about nerdy things, I'm pretty sure that falls in that description. So if
So
it's not
Yeah.
already apparent, I'm
Ruby
a
is like
big
a
nerd.
real. No, you're like a real like superhero. You have like your superhero life, then you have your alter ego. Like let them know about the alter ego.
Yep.
What's hella funny about the alter ego thing is like recently someone actually interviewed me about this, and it was featured on like a newspaper out here in San Francisco, and they described me as pretty much a modern day Hannah Montana, saying that the part of my life like I'm this musician, and the other half is like my secret life, my personal life, and it's not that I've always kept it a secret, but more so I think that those are just two separate things that I've tried to keep separate, like my professional career life and then my 9 to 5 and with music. But yeah, for my day job, I work at a biotech company. I'm actually formally and officially, my title at work is a scientist. I went to school and studied biochemistry and molecular biology. And what I do at work is pretty much I do like DNA testing. And so everything's been actually, relevant to the times. Like we do a lot of testing and a lot of work within coronavirus and COVID-19 and doing a lot of research around that.
Wow,
Ruby out here fighting COVID, guys. You feel me?
Like that's some
and still on Kumu. You feel
that's
me?
some real superhero like type shit right there, guys. That's like some real like that's so amazing that you're breaking down barriers in two fronts. You're like in the med tech and you're in the MC world, and I think that's one of the dopest things. Like like how many scientists MC? I mean, like I know a bunch of super scientifical MCs.
Yeah,
but I've never met too many scientists.
Is a scientist, yes. She's really breaking down atoms and all that stuff. To a molecular level.
Bomb atomic. Bomb atomic.
Philosophies and hypotheses.
That's so dope.
Like, yep, I understand what you're talking about.
So, and then you're also now breaking into films, right? Like you want to let people know about a new film project you got coming out.
Oh, definitely. I'm glad that you mentioned this. So I've been working hard with my film team the last couple of weeks. We were coming out with this new documentary that's premiering in San Francisco next week, October 14th, 7 p.m. at the Fort Mason Center Drive-In Theater. And the great news is we sold out officially this morning. All tickets are now gone. It's going to be super fun, super lit. But pretty much the documentary follows me and my band, the Balikbayans, when we took a trip out to the Philippines last year, because we went there to perform at the Malasimbo Festival in Puerto Galera. We did a show in Saguijo and Makati. And
Saguijo, that's like
shout out to Saguijo. That's been one of the best venues we've ever performed at. Like, I had no idea. I just wanted to talk about this real quick. I had no idea what to expect going into that venue. A lot of people just told me before we took the trip that it's this historic venue that a lot of the greats has performed at, from rock musicians to other rappers. But when we got there, it's literally the size of a living room. And we had a show it was like a Tuesday night, and we packed that venue like completely, like from
it ain't too hard
one
to pack.
wall
That's
to the other.
Dude, that venue. That venue made me move to the Philippines.
Oh, that because of the shows there.
In 2008, yeah. So I was working at a company called iMeme, which was a startup in San Francisco, and we were a very popular website in the Philippines. And a company had a gallery. A gallery had hit me up to sponsor an event, and I was just like, "Yeah, you guys are doing crazy events like this." So I sent them like some money to sponsor the event, but then I flew out to go meet them, and then this is when I discovered what's that place called? The Cubao Expo, and I was like, "Whoa, this is a crazy indie scene." And then they took me to Saguijo, and this is like so back in the day. I saw a Sandwich, and what's that band? Up Dharma Down. Like they're massive bands now, but I saw them in this little venue, and I was like, "Yo, dude, Philippines underground culture is crazy. Like I want to be part of this."
100%.
And but I love that venue because, like Ruby's saying, it's literally a house, but it's not just a performance; it spills into the entire block. It's so crazy. Yeah. So, okay, sorry to cut you off, but I really like that part. I really like that you like Saguijo.
No worries. I was just going to say, like, that venue to me was, like, special because, like what you said, like, it's just super intimate. Like, since it's such a small space, we've never performed before where you're literally just face to face with the audience. And by the time you did a track like Taking Names, people were just jumping up and down, and you feel each other sweat. This is obviously pre-COVID, like back when like you're not worried about that being that close to somebody else. But it was a super fun trip, and all of this is all documented in the documentary 7,000 Miles Homecoming.
Nice. My cat is tripping
Awesome.
out right now. But let me show you what Ruby was talking about, guys. This is literally what Saguijo is right here. Just soup. It's literally a living room. And it's like just an amazing scene. Like this is the type of vibe that you're at. Like it's just
so it's like, really close quarters, intimate vibes.
Oh yeah,
it's like a house party.
Yeah,
it's nuts to butts, dude. It's
hella people have they've gone through there. A lot of big names and acts have gone through there though.
Yeah. No. Okay. And then so you caught the whole thing, right? For your new project coming up. You want to share your new project? Yeah.
So the new project, we're releasing it next week, Wednesday. Unfortunately, there's no more tickets, but for the folks that were able to get tickets, we're also going to be giving out free posters, official posters for the film next week. We're just super excited again to just be, sharing space with everybody. As we all know, it's been a crazy 2020, and there hasn't been a lot of events. So this allows us to really, be with community in a safe way, since it's a drive-in theater.
Oh, that's awesome. Drive-in theater?
Amazing.
That's so tight.
Yes.
All right. So, 7,000 Miles Homecoming, documentary film directed by Evelyn Obamos. Am I saying? Yeah, Evelyn Obamos and Ruby Ibarra. I'm super excited to check it out. I saw your friends with Rosalind as well. I want to see how the LA launch goes, because I'm a SoCal Filipino. I know you guys are Bay Area, but I'm a SoCal Filipino, and I hope we could help you out with launching a screening here in the Philippines as well. So that'd be super exciting. All right, now let's get into our show, guys. So out of the blue, I really wanted to ask Ruby Ibarra if she wanted to be a guest on the show, and then I asked her if she was into anything nerdy, and then our friend Mafe said, of course she's nerdy. She's a scientist.
I'm the biggest nerd
here. Yes, I love that anime. I really love that anime, guys. So our topics for today is Funko Pops, guys. So we're gonna go in with the Funko Pops, and we're gonna basically break down what our top 5 favorite Funko Pops are, and we're gonna give away 25,000 coins while we're doing this. So I think why don't you kick it off, Ronsar, with your choice for number 5? What is your top 5 favorite Funko Pop?
All right, guys. If you guys are real big fans, I do have a confession to make here, guys. I do have a huge confession to make. I have not yet, since the inception of Funko Pops, I have not yet bought one Funko Pop. This is such a hard thing to get into. I worked at a comic book store even. Where I had to sell Funko Pops, so I was very much at the beginning. But I will say, I am very specific. There are things that I like. Shout out to people like even James Rumor. He tried to get me in early. He was buying Funko Pops off of me at the comic book store I was selling. I was like, yo, you gotta. I'm already collect a lot of things, but I will go with personal favorites, ones maybe that I connect with. So at number 5, I am going to go with any version or whatever version of the Manny Pacquiao pop that had came out during its height. I really thought that was going to be the first pop that I was going to get into. I did look for it out here, of course, being in the Bay Area amongst, us Filipinos in the Bay Area too, we're collectors too. So it's hard to get, certain pieces. And for a while, that was kind of a grail, for us sports fans and all that stuff. So at number 5, I'm going to go with Manny's.
Man, Manny was going to make my list, but it's so hard, dude.
Personal
list.
That's what I'm saying. I know what you're saying. This list is so hard. I didn't even get into my Marvel bag. I didn't even pick no Marvel. No,
Manny for sure would have been on my list, but man, sometimes he'd be just saying the wildest shit. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, I can't do it.
I get you on that.
I want to support you, and I know I recognize what you've done. Yeah, but sometimes like, okay. But I respect your list. I respect Manny. He's actually in the realm of Funkos that I collect.
Because at the time when that pop first came out, people were
you should have said it.
Going gaga over that. They were going
but
gaga over that.
you should have bought it when he said like that dumb shit in the Grove. You should have bought that because those things hit rock bottom, dude. You couldn't sell anything Manny Pacquiao when he said that when he said that wild ass shit, dude. But now I guess he's back. I don't know. But
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
tough call. Sometimes it's like hard to support some heroes. What about you, Ruby? What is your pick for number 5?
Okay. I don't know if this is allowed, but my number 5 is actually a tie. So can I share both?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure. So both. Okay. Yeah.
The first one I have for my number 5 that I have in my collection is the Tom and Jean Ralphio from Parks and Rec. And
I
love this episode from Parks and Rec. Treat yourself. And I just think I love box sets. I love every time Funko comes out with these box sets. I think it's super cool because you get more than one figure and you get like little props too. It's usually like this one comes like with the stuff that you see on the show.
Yes. Next
and then the other reason why I chose this as my number 5 is this was the first time one of my songs ever got licensed on a TV show. So on that episode, my song actually plays in the background. So that was an artist.
What was that, a Childish Gambino hookup? Did he get that placement for you, or did somebody like how did they find you?
Oh, not that one was for the producer of this song. Shout out to Chops. He got contact with people on the show, and then he had me do a verse.
Oh, that's awesome. So sick. That's tight.
By the way, I love how Ruby had her pop protected and all that. Proper protection for her pops and all that stuff. Yeah. You feel me?
You gotta protect your pops.
Yeah, you gotta protect your pops.
Okay, so my pick for number 5. And this is the 5,000 coin pick, guys. So get ready. My pick for number 5 is I actually got to buy it. So I'm a very particular Funko Pop collector. I only collect Filipino-related Funko Pops because there's too many Funko Pops out there, and Filipino Funko Pops are probably the easiest thing collected. We're so underrepresented, so it's probably easy to get all of them. But for my number 5 pick, I don't have a copy of it. Yeah. My number 5 pick is the homie Lanai and the Aloha plate.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I need to find one of these, but the homie Lanai, because I think there's only 2 Filipinos or 3 Filipinos or 3 Filipinos. There's another Filipino on my list, but there's only 3 Filipinos with Funko Pops that are there, and Lanai is one of them.
Yeah. Shout out to Aloha Filipino plate too, man. Awesome. Yeah.
So for my 5,000 coin question, guys, are you guys ready for the 5,000 coins? What is my favorite Hawaiian dish, guys? Please answer. What is my favorite Hawaiian dish? This is probably serve it on. Pretty close. Okay, look, this dish is canned meat, and it's in every Filipino, Samoan, and Tongan household. So first person is everyone knows what it is.
You don't even have to use your Googles, guys. It's in your
you guys
right
don't
now.
have to use it. For 5,000 coins, guys, I'm giving you 5,000 coins. Maybe they're not used to this on a Sunday.
They're used to this.
What's a buy smile? Hello, smile, buy smile. All right, nobody's answered. Liana,
you know what it is. Go ahead.
You know what this is. Makusu, you know what it is. For 5,000 coins.
She has some in her.
For 5,000 coins, it's my favorite Hawaiian dish that's made of Spam. I'm just gonna throw it up there, guys. First person to type it gets 5,000 coins. It's called Spam. I don't know if we can do a coin giveaway this game, dude. I don't know if we have enough.
Go ahead, type it in the comments, guys.
We're not doing the comments. Wow, no one,
Leanna, claim that.
This is not the Saturday show.
There you go.
Masubi, Danica P. Danica P. Hey, Ron, can you take a screenshot of Danica P?
Oh, you have to put Spam Masubi. There you go.
Yeah, Spam Masubi. That's for Danica P. Congratulations, you won 5,000 coins. Did Liana get it first? Did she say Spam Masubi?
She put Masubi.
No, you got to put Spam Masubi. You have to add Spam. It's branding because you can't have like My Ling Masubi. That's nasty. It has to be Spam
My
Masubi.
Ling, yo. Shout out to My Ling, yo.
It has to be official. All right, getting in.
My Ling.
My Ling.
Yo, I fed my son on My Ling, so shout out to My Ling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you don't know My Ling Masubi.
Oh yeah, no. I don't think we're doing that. You feel me? I fed my son on My Ling now.
All right, moving into pick number 4, guys. Pick number 4. Wait. So are you asking the question, Ron? So you should go last, right?
I should go last. I shall.
Okay. Yeah. We go last. Okay. My pick for I'll go first, and then we'll do and then we'll go. Actually, this is the funny story, Ruby.
I definitely have a theme with mine. Go ahead.
So Ruby, I actually first saw this Funko Pop when we actually first met at the TFC office, right? I was running around the TFC office, and one of the producers had a Funko Pop on her desk, and James and I were looking at it, going like, "Yo, is that what I think it is? Is that a real Funko?" And that is Darna.
Yes.
Darna. If you guys don't know who Darna is, she is Filipina Pinay Philippine X. I still don't understand that X thing, but Philippine X, Philippine X superhero.
Read up on that.
She is one of the. She is. I don't know if we're ever gonna get it in the Philippines, dude. Like I tried explaining it to people. We were just looking at each other, so confused. So right here, Mars Ravella, one of the superheroes of the Philippines, Darna. This is my number 4 favorite Funko Pop.
Iconic.
Yes. Yeah. Ruby,
Iconic.
what is yours? What is your number 4 favorite Funko Pop of all time?
My number 4 is both Flash and Storm. I grew up watching a lot of X-Men, especially in the 90s.
Storm. Oh, you got the Mohawk Storm. Yeah.
And these are autographed by the actors that portrayed them. So shout out to Ezra Miller and shout out to Alexander Shipp.
Oh,
that's tight. Dude.
What a flex! What a geek flex right there too. Ooh, she was like, "Oh, they're signed." Ooh,
yeah.
Y'all trying to buy? Hit me up.
Man, I will not be buying Funkos. Those things are the most dangerous things to collect. All right, Ron, what's your pick for number 4, man?
I do have a theme kind of going on right now, and this is a shout out to one of the greatest songwriters of all times. But we're gonna go with Kurt Cobain. You know what I mean? I did not know I would ever see Kurt Cobain in a Funko form, but I'm a huge Nirvana fan, of course. I know he's done. One of the greatest, a lot of the greatest songs, ever. So to see different versions of Kurt is just like so badass.
That's crazy. I didn't know they made, dude. How did you get a Kurt Cobain Funko?
That's the one because I have those. Those are Diana Fostenberg glasses, which I ended up chasing, and I ended up buying a whole bunch of those from back in the day. So, like, that's the one that I want because it has those Diana Fostenberg glasses right there. And that's just my favorite Kurt. He's just such a badass with his cardigan all torn up. I was just such a fan. You know what I mean? So he's definitely on my list of ones to get when that time comes. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So for 5,000 coins, what is your Kurt Cobain Funko question?
My Kurt. Oh, there you go. Yes. Guys, give me the birthplace of where is Nirvana from? There you go.
But there's 2 places though. You want the place where they were formed? All right, guys. Where did Nirvana?
Known for.
Okay. Somebody said the state.
City. Yeah, say the city.
The city. You could be the city or the town. There's 2 places where they claimed. There's 2. It is in Washington.
Too. Yeah,
it is in Washington. You're close, Makusu. What city did
There's a super nerdy. If you guys are super nerdy about it, you guys would know too.
I know this already. Can I win the 5,000 coins? Ali Peak in the house.
Right there.
There we go. Makusu. That is the not popular one, but that is the place. Aberdeen. Yep. Yeah, Aberdeen, Washington is where they are. Take a screenshot, Ron. Let's get Makusu his coins.
Shout out to Ali Peak, who's in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Ali in the house. All right, hey, for Ruby, you'll go last for number 3 because you're gonna ask a question and give away 5,000 coins. Okay, so think about your number 3. All right, so number 3 pick, guys. My third favorite Funko that I don't have, but I really want to get because I'm a Filipino Funko collector, and this dude is a legend, and he's actually been on our show, guys. So this is one of the Funkos that's been on our show. I really want me a Rufio Funko.
Yes.
Shout out to Dante Bosco, friend of the
Shout out to
show.
Dante Bosco. Yeah.
Yes, and he has a Funko. He's one of the Filipinos that's represented in a Funko. And I would really love to get me a Rufio Funko. I guess his animated form also, right? A Zuko Funko.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Zuko fan than a Rufio fan, but Rufio was actually like his face, right? So I'm very kind of like loyal to that. But shout out to Dante Bosco, and that's the third Funko, my third favorite Funko that I would still need to get. That's on my list. All right, Ron, Sarah, what is your number 3 pick for your third favorite Funko?
My third favorite Funko. Man, this one's a little bit it's the only one of the only non-music ones though too. I have to go with any one of the ones from the Big Lebowski. One of my favorite movies of all time. When I found out that they had Big Lebowski pops too, it was one of those like, hey, I might want to bite the bullet and get me the dude, and have it on my desk, maybe. You know what I mean? Or this is so one of the greatest movies of all time. You know what I mean? Shout out to you guys if you guys happen to be fans of the Big Lebowski. But it is just it's so awesome to see them in pop form, especially Steve Buscemi right there.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't have any, dude. Ruby, like if you've seen Ron's garage is like a diorama of action figures. Like he literally has like 3 levels or maybe 4 or 5 levels of action figures. Like not even like their bases, their the actual figures. But he also has
now. I collect buildings.
He has a sewer, and then he has like the top where it's like the base. And then he has like the underneath where it's a sewer where he keeps his Ninja Turtles. It's like the G.I. Joes live on the surface level.
Ruby, I don't think I grew up, Ruby. You know what I'm saying? I still go in and play G.I. Joes, and my mom has to call me in like, oh, I'm not kumain ka na. But I'm playing G.I. Joes, bro.
We got to give a shout out to Robert there in the background because like I was spying on Ruby's on Ruby's IG, and I saw Robert there, and then I looked up Robert's actual bio on his IG.
What
and I do research, but he's literally our show, Ron. I was like tripping out, dude. Can I show it?
Wait, what? Let's see.
It's our show, dude. This is Robert's bio. That's our entire show.
Games, comics, action figure. Yeah.
I got you right now, Robert.
That's our entire show. I'm the video games guy.
Let's play G.I. Joes together, dog. You feel me? Let's go.
I only got Marvel Legends. I only got that movie.
Oh, okay. I got my 6-inch action figure. I'll bring my toys and you bring your toys. We'll
Ron, hey, quit tease. Oh, are you at the house, Ron? You're not at the house right now.
I'm not. I'm at the studio.
Oh man.
Right
okay. If you're at Ron's house, he'll show it to you. It's crazy. Like Ron's on the show.
They want me to do toy streams too, and I got a whole thing where you just see my hands and you just see figures, like So just you'll see it on Kumu.
All right, Ruby, did you pick your number 3 already?
I'm about to right now.
Let's go. What is Ruby?
I got to attend Comic-Con, and this was my favorite purchase at last year's Comic-Con because it had all 3 variants of the pop that I've been looking for. And it was the one and only Jollibee.
Yes.
Whoa.
We got the original one.
Oh.
We got the flocked one.
You got the flocker?
The Waka Flame, and we got the one with the barong.
Oh, barong one too. Oh, yes.
You got the Waka Flocka B. Oh my gosh, that's one of my that's on my list, yo. All right.
Is that a grill?
For 5,000 coins, Ruby, what is your Jollibee Funko related question? Doesn't have to be, it can just be anything Jollibee or anything Funko related.
For 5,000 coins, it's probably super easy. But might as well let's have someone win 5,000 coins. What is my favorite food item on Jollibee's menu?
Yeah, there it is, guys. What is Ruby's favorite food item in the Jollibee menu? Did Bazooka get it? Is it the Chicken Joy?
It is the Chicken Joy, of course.
Bazooka Joe.
Bazooka Joe got it. Jolly Spaghetti. I'm a cheater. I like the palabok with the Chicken Joy.
I got you, Bazooka Joe.
Good.
Shout out to
Bazooka
Bazooka
Joe.
Joe.
Everyone always
Friend of
goes
the show.
for the combo.
Which one you go for? The spaghetti chicken combo? I'm just like I don't do the spaghetti because it's like I don't know the Jollibee spaghetti. I'm gonna get Jollibee right after this. That's what's so dope about living in the Philippines. I'm gonna call them and they're gonna bring it right here to my house.
Delivery.
I love to get thigh part. You feel me? You got to give me thigh part, and you got to put the extra. Like you got to be crazy with the spices. Yes, you got to be crazy. Pour it all over that. You feel me? Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. We're down to our last two picks right now. I'm gonna go. I'll kick it off again, and then Ruby could go next, and Ron could ask the question. Okay, guys. So my number 2 favorite Funko of all time. I actually have 2 of the 4. There's 4 of them out. Actually, no, there's 6 of them out. But I'm gonna go with Ruby on these. I got the Jollibee Funkos, yo. These are my number 2 right here. I don't have the Waka Flocka B that Ruby has. That's the one. Dude, can I ask you how much did you get the Flock B for?
You remember?
Ooh, it was like 70 something.
75 maybe.
Like,
oh, that's a good price.
Ooh.
They're way more expensive now. That was a really good price. But did you know? Yeah, did you know that they just came out with a new one? Are you ready?
Yeah.
They just came out with a new one. I'm gonna go get it right now. Actually, thanks for reminding me to go pick this up. They came out with Jollibee on the whip. What up? It's an in-store item product. You can just get it in store. I'm gonna go grab one right now. I want Jollibee on his whip, dude. That's so tight.
Dude, crazy.
Yeah, and then you got the awesome Waka Flocka B, dude. I'm like very jelly about that. But yes, yeah, Ruby. There we go. Ruby's number 3, my number 2. All right, let's go, Ruby Ibarra. What is your pick for number 2?
My number 2. I feel like we're just switching. So maybe can you one of yours? Because this was already shown, the Darno one. So I'm gonna have Rob pick one of his for my number 2 submission.
All right. So I'm only gonna probably get to do one. I'm just going to pick my number 1.
Let's do it.
It's actually one of the first ones I got, and someone had to twist my arm to actually buy it when we went to Comic-Con in 2013. And it's the SDCC 2013 Deadpool.
Ooh. Look at that paint job too. That shit is crazy. It's metallic paint.
Price, and I'm like, yeah.
How much is it worth now?
Last time I checked, it was like 300, 400.
Ooh.
Man,
Yeah.
see,
Super clean too, dog. Love it.
yeah, see, that's why I can't be collecting these. That's why I can't collect every Jollibee, or not every Jollibee, every pop figure, because they're so crazy, man. Like these things are ridiculous. Like there's too many ones that I want. I'm just gonna go support Filipino. I'm only supporting Filipino pops, dude. All right, Ron, Sarah, what is your pick for number 2? Your 5,000 coin pick.
Well, for number 2, it is one that was already mentioned on here, and it is one that I originally like. Nah, man, if there's one again, maybe it could be that one. You know what I mean? But I'm saving that for my number 1, just because my number 1 is so close to me. But I'm gonna go.
Whoa, wait a second.
What's up?
Is that Biatch just logged in? I wonder if that's Biatch the author. Is it? Oh no, it's not. Sorry, there's a really famous author out here on Wattpad in the Philippines. Her name was Biatch, and I thought that was her, but it's not her. But damn. Okay, cool. Go ahead. Dude,
no, I was gonna go with Aswang. I was gonna go with the Aswang Funko Pop. Out of all the Filipino ones, that one is it's so badass. You know what I mean? And something so evil. You could go and make it cute. That's what I love about these pops anyway. They take super problematic characters from movies or whatever, and you're like, hey, here's a cute version of this, but something that happens to be dripped in Filipino lore, that's badass. So to see the Aswang...
What's problematic about the Aswang? Isn't Manny more problematic than the Aswang?
I'm just saying, I mean, come on. Aswang, as a kid, your nanay or lola, she installed that fear into you with the Aswang. You know what I'm saying, or whatever generation. So, for a story that your grandparents or your mom would tell you about, to see it as a pop, that hits a little close to home. You know what I'm saying? That hits a little close to home. So,
That's cool.
yeah.
For 5,000 coins, man, what is your Aswan question?
This is an easy one. And I think everyone else, and maybe Angelo, he would know the answer to this. Besides the Aswang, what were at least name the other characters that was included in that release? There was a few, right?
What were the other Filipino creatures and Filipino monsters that Pop released, guys?
Yes. There's another famous one, and I almost went with that one, but I did not.
I'm just gonna
flash it. No, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna guys. What is a famous Filipino monster? We're gonna give you 5,000 points now. Kung alam nyo. Sino ba may alam dito na Filipino monster na famous?
Yeah, she would be nasa bahay nyo, guys.
Tikbalang. What is a tikbalang, dude?
Tikbalang is a Filipino monster, but no, it wasn't. I don't think it was released.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Charak, no.
No, it wasn't there. Not that one. It was.
Okay. Take it away. Take it away.
I flashed it. I flashed it.
See it.
I flashed it. Wait.
Name one of them. Name one of them. Okay, take it off. Take it off.
Danica P. Yeah, let her win again because Danica P won. No, Edan. Let Edan win. Danica, did you win this game already, Danica?
Did you win this? Did you win already, Danica?
Danica, did you win already? I keep winning. Can we give it to Edan, Danica? You did already. Can I give it to Edan then? Because Edan was the next answer. We want to spread the coins around. So we'll give it to Edan. Is that okay, Danica? Sure. Thank you, Edan. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Edan, you won 5,000 coins. People jumped all over that one. All right. We're down to our number ones, guys.
I almost chose the White Lady because that one was one I was really scared of as a kid. Yeah. You feel me? White Lady, I'll go with Aswan.
I really wish Sonya made this one because Sonya is like the Funko Pop person in our crew. Like Ron is the action figures. I'm more of the video games, and Sonya is like the Funko Pops, the Furbies, and the cosplay and anime. That's why our team is like we have different specialties. But I was like, damn, she would have loved this episode. But Sonya, we're thinking of you. We got you.
Shout out to you, Sonya.
All right, number one picks. Traditionally, the guest goes last because you have to ask the question. So we're still going to keep that tradition. But let me see. I'll kick it off first, as Ron already spoiled my damn number one. My number one Funko Pops, which I don't have and I really, really want, is the Philippine creature set, which is the Aswan,
so badass,
the Shokoi, and the White Lady. Yeah, those are so tight, dude. Those are so tight. Especially the Shokoi, because I didn't know what the hell a Shokoi was. I was always hearing about Shokoi. And then I went to go watch that movie. You know that movie where the sea monster and the chick like kind of fall in love? What was that movie? It was recent. Really good movie. It was Guillermo del Toro did it. Let me go look it up. Shape of Water, dude. Shape of Water, and then it was tight because
did not watch that.
It's basically starring a Filipino. It's Shape of Water stars a Filipino, and the Filipino is a Shokoi.
No shit.
Yeah, I was so tight. I was like, dude, the Shape of Water is well, they call him Amphibian Man, but you know what? We all know it's a Shokoi. it's a Shokoi, y'all. Yes, I love to see Filipinos represented, even though they call it Amphibian Man. Hopefully, they'll just call it a Shokoi. But Shape of Water, great film.
They Karen us on that, yo. They Karen us on that. No. They might have Karen us on that.
No, I'm just appropriating it. Mermen are all over the world, and the Filipino version is a Shokoi. But I'm just gonna say it's a Shokoi. A Shokoi starred in a Guillermo, a Filipino actor or a Filipino character. A Shokoi starred in a Guillermo.
Don't deny it, Guillermo. Yeah, don't deny it, Guillermo.
No memo. No memo. All right, Ron. What is your pick for your number 2 favorite? Oh wait, that's not Ron. That's Ruby. But Ron, what's your pick for your number 2 favorite or number 1 favorite Funko that you still have to get because you have no Funkos because you're faking the Funko Pop?
Yes, well, it should be a tie, but I'm not. I'm just gonna put this out there. Bay Area legend Tupac Shakur. Anything Tupac related is so hard to get. Even the Tupac action figures that had came out like maybe in the early 2000s, those are super expensive. So when this pop dropped, I was like, oh man, I that is something I actually hunted for, and I probably could have paid even cheaper, probably at the times that when it was coming out. But all versions are dope. Even the Thug Life with the striped beanie. I mean, all that stuff. I mean, you know what I mean? I love this dude ever since Digital Underground. You know what I mean? He is somebody that I've always, of course, look up to. He's the GOAT, yes. You know what I mean? And people want to always argue who is the greatest MC, is it Biggie or is it Pac? I will beg to differ. I think Pac was a greater lyricist, you know, against Biggie shit. You know what I mean? Like Pac was that dude. You know, he had a New York style about him before, you know, a New York style was even anything too. You know what I'm saying? He just such
how,
the guy.
How many versions of the Tupac Funkos are there?
Man, I don't know, but they got the Death Row one. They got, I mean, the Thug Life one.
This is
that is just so badass, dog. Like,
this is the what you call it, the California.
Yeah,
that's that, and then this.
Yeah,
and then which Funko? This one is
that's pre-Death Row. You know what I mean?
No, this is like the Poetic Justice. That's poetic. That's the Poetic Justice one. This what era of Pac is this?
Oh, that could be any era. I mean, that's him with a basically bandana on, shirt off. He could be in Marin City right there. You know what I mean? For all I know, he could be in Marin in that actual Pop.
Is there a Dave LaChapelle Funko though? That I would get the Dave LaChapelle Funko.
That's crazy. That
I would totally get a Dave LaChapelle Funko, dude. Like this was like this is
what I do that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Do that. You know,
that's what I was saying. Yeah. I was like, Tupac is next level because he was just like, I don't give a fuck. That's my favorite.
That's one of my favorite picture sets right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like, amazing.
Dude, that's when you knew Pop did not give a shit about what other people thought, dude. Like this was like, guys, like at the time that Pac did this was unheard of. Like
he was our first Kanye.
Yeah,
he was our first Kanye.
He was the first dude rocking like Versace shirts and all that. Well, no, actually, no. Biggie was the first to rock Versace shirts. Pac made Versace shirts cool. But Biggie,
Pac got to work for Versace. He got to walk down the runway.
Versace.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying he's legitimate. This guy is the first. You know what I'm saying?
He's the first. So. Yeah, like
shout out to Pac, man. Shout out to Pac. Had to give it up to the Bay.
How much are those things going for? Do you guys know how much the Tupac Funkos are going for?
Ruby, you got any? You got any of the Pac stuff?
I don't have any in my collection, no.
Oh man, I would. Yeah, that shit is. So
I know they're going for a coin. I have a Biggie Funko running around the house somewhere. Actually, it's my roommate's, but I claim it. But there's a Biggie Funko running around the house. But he won't let me. Yeah, he won't let me bring it to the show though. But okay, Ruby, what is your number one Funko Pop of all time for 5,000 coins?
Is since I grew up in the 90s. I loved watching Power Rangers growing up. I had to go with my badass and that was Rita Repulsa. For me, the villain on the TV show. To me, she was
glad you were the villain.
And she was played by a Pinay actress. So when I first saw it, I'm like, she's Filipina.
Because she did the stare. Right? She had the Filipino, the tita eyebrow when you did something wrong.
Yo, Ruby, that's legit. She's Pinay? Yo,
the actress is Pinay, yeah.
No way.
What's her name again?
I'm mind blown right now.
Rita Repulsa, actress. There we go. Let's go.
She's iconic. So Ruby, you were messing with Rita Repulsa back in the day. That was your jam.
Oh my gosh, she is so Pinay.
When Tita gets mad and she goes all.
That is so Pinay. Oh my gosh, that is like your Tita is about to kill you.
Oh, I'm kind of mind blown right now. Really?
That is sick, Rita Repulsa. Oh my gosh.
Like if there was no COVID this year, I was planning to dress up, like go to Halloween parties and dress up as Rita Repulsa for Halloween this year.
Dude, you dropped the bomb. Wow. The whole comment box is going like we did not know that. What's her real name? Let's find out. Rita Repulsa, actress name. I think her real name is
Carla.
No way. It's not. Oh, Machiko Soga? No. Is that the Filipino actress or I'm not sure. Machiko Soda. I don't. You're saying she's Filipino or I don't know. It's giving us the Japanese one. Hold on, or maybe I clicked on the wrong one. Rita.
The second one.
Carla Perez. Is that the one?
Yeah, season 2.
I don't know, guys. You guys don't have to Google it, but there's no doubt those eyebrows are Filipina. There's no doubt those eyebrows are. I know the feeling of being stared down by those eyebrows. All right, Ruby, for 5,000 coins, what is your Funko Pop question related to the Power Rangers or anything Funko Pop related?
So for 5,000 coins, my question is related to Rita Repulsa. What was the name of Rita Repulsa's husband on Power Rangers?
Damn.
Oh,
There we go.
get your Stanley Carla Perez. Yeah. Okay, guys, Google it. What is Rita Repulsa's husband? Let's go. Yeesh. Is that Yeesh? Oh, there it is. Is that the one? Lord
Is that
Zed?
it right
Is
there?
it Lord Zed, Ruby?
Is it Lord Zed?
There we go. Lord Zed. Is it
Zeds?
Zeds? Is it Z with an S or with
an
a D?
S?
With a D.
Lord, just no Eds, no S,
No
right?
S.
Just Lord Zed.
Isa
Not
lang.
Zeds.
Jay Jericho.
Girl.
Jay Jericho got it. Yep.
Jay Jericho. Congratulations, everybody! You guys got what did we give it? 50,000 coins this weekend. Wait, is it Lord Z? Is it Lord Zed with 2 Ds? Oh no!
With 2 Ds.
With 2 Ds?
Yep.
Oh, hold up. Type it out. Somebody has to type. Is it? Oh, no. You can't win twice, guys.
Stop out! I'm back.
You can't win twice. Can't win twice.
Who is
Someone
it?
just has to type it out.
Is it Stanley?
Lord
Stanley?
Zed. There you go.
With the 2
Yep.
Ds.
Yep,
Damn!
with the 2 Ds. There you go, guys.
Ruby with the trick questions, dude.
I know she was going behind the back with it. She was like, whoop.
Yeah.
You feel me? Awesome. Awesome.
Guys, I'm gonna unveil a prototype that we're working on, and hopefully
Angelo, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him like this. Go ahead, Angelo.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do it to him.
We're working on one of these guys. So this is one of the secret missions that James and I are very we're trying to make it happen. So that's one of the ones that I wanted to to flash. Yeah, you guys saw it here first, just flashing it. Was there anything that was supposed to make your list that you didn't make your list, guys?
That might be my first pop.
This one right here?
Yeah, that might be my first pop, dude. You feel me? Wink, wink. You feel me?
That goes out in stores. I need to get one too.
I know, my goodness.
Mia, we're talking Funko Pops, and all right. Well, what about you, Ruby? Was there anything, Robert? Was there anything you want to show? Ruby, you have your second cam here.
Please show us your guys. Well, let's nerd out real quick.
Let's nerd out, guys. Come on.
Wall full of them in another room.
Ruby, give him your phone, and we give him your phone. We could flash it.
Yeah, we could do the tour if you.
Yeah, Ruby has a second cam set up.
Technology at its best, guys.
We'll take you to a tour in our living room.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm gonna mute. Okay, let's go. Oh, I'm gonna mute the main mic then. All right, there it is.
Oh.
Okay, cool. There we go. We're going.
All right.
Nice.
Amazing. A first on our show, being mobile like this. You feel me?
We can't see him.
This is dope.
Okay.
Okay. Flips cams. Oh, snap!
Oh my God, Ruby.
Nice.
Damn, guys.
We also have the Manny up here.
Of course.
Tony Stark.
And the Mandalorian. And the child.
Baby Yoda.
My goodness.
Bruce Lee. That's tight.
The Deadpools.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
Michael Jordan.
The Michael Jordan one.
Lego Batman.
God.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is crazy.
It's a lot.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, they're Grooty.
Oh, and you have the Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck too.
Duck one
That's
too.
so dope.
God.
Oh my gosh, this is an amazing collection.
Oh my God, more cowbell too. Come on, man.
Guys, look at those Venoms. Look at the Dragon Balls.
Oh man, amazing.
Yo, Ron.
I love your shelf, bro. I love your shelf. Yeah,
that's sick. What
we need to have you as a guest, sir. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jesus Christ! Oh my God.
So definitely a Spidey fan. I'm sensing definitely a Spidey fan.
Oh man, beautiful,
Robert,
beautiful. Rob, your stuffs are amazing, bro.
yeah, Robert, like,
and he got the sunfire like that. Look at you nerding out, dog. You feel me? You got your sunfire out right there,
dude. How do you keep your nieces and nephews away from this?
They don't go in that room, dog.
You have to lock it away, dude.
They cannot go in that. Oh man, amazing! You got some good stuff.
Look at the Galactus. Oh, dude.
Yes.
Oh man, you got my favorite.
Oh man, Onslaught too. Oh Jesus.
Oh, dude.
You got the Toy Biz Apocalypse back there too. Oh my goodness.
Oh my, can we get Robert on the show? I think this is I think Robert needs to do the show with Ron.
Oh my God. Yes, we'll do, please, sir.
Honestly, the phone doesn't do it justice, but it's pretty much like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 shelves, and we have more in like storage.
Wow.
Let me ask a super nerdy question. How often are you guys playing with your toys?
I probably repose them just randomly. Especially when I get new ones, I have to like repose and reshow. I don't, don't really have a lot of space to play them anywhere. But yeah,
see,
I'm
just saying, Rob's my kind of guy where you have to repose him every so often. Ruby, do you understand that he has to repose him every so often? Do you get it?
I still don't get it, but I just let him do his thing.
I was gonna say, Rob, I used to take, toy photography. Have you delved into that? Were you heavy into that also?
Like ACBA?
Yep, ACBA.
I like looking at it though, but I don't really have like the backgrounds and like that.
Yo, we have sorry, on our IG.
We got
on our IG. Well, one of the followers on our IG. Hey, follow the Usapan Retro IG, and I'll link you guys. There's a dude from Atlanta. He's also Filipino, but he does reposing, but he does hip hop album covers with his figures. Like he did a dope one with the Outkast, the Stankonia. With the Spider-Man figures. Yep. Yeah, it's sick. You guys, be sure to join the Usapan Retro. I'll link you guys. But he does like all the classic album covers, and he just like he puts all his figures and he just poses them all as the album covers. I've been trying to get him to do an NWA one with the camera up.
Awesome.
Hey Ruby, you sent me 2 photos. You want me to pull these photos up? You want to talk through it? Yeah. Which one you want to start with?
I honestly don't remember like the exact description. So okay,
let's go with that.
Photo, this was a recent Comic-Con. I dressed up as Silk.
Sick.
And we happened to be walking down the exhibit hall, and we saw the display of the Silk figure. So I put it right next to it and tried to copy.
That's so dope. So you do cosplay as well?
I know Ruby Ibarra cosplay. That's mind blowing to me right now. Like this is badass. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I myself today.
Oh yeah, no, because I mean this is dope. Because like I was in the music industry. I used to have a record label, but like I really just like to nerd out. Because I remember the only reason why so I was really, really into video games, right? And that's how I parlayed my way into video games was with my label. And I was just like going NBA 2K6. I got placements for my artists on there. I went to like the booth at E3, and I was just like, "Hey, I got a record label. We got a couple songs with Ghostface, and Jay Dilla. You guys want it?" And then they were like, "Yeah, songs with Ghostface." I was like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Yo, dude!" And then he was about to hire me to become the music director for NBA 2K. But my friend swooped me up and got me this other job, which the company eventually became Spotify. But it's a really long story. But now we're here. We got Kumu, so we got some new stuff. All right, picture number 2. Pulling this one up. There it is.
Picture number 2. This was from the same Comic-Con. And if you want to talk about your costume.
Yeah, I was just like dressed up like kind of like the Scarlet Spider a little bit, like more on my own of it.
Love the lens on that, bro. That is hell yeah. You put in work on your mask, dog. That's awesome.
Wait, going to the restroom is the worst.
Yeah, I was like, I got 2 minutes.
Did you guys fund your trip? Did you do a show out there too, Ruby? Like you're like, all right, we're gonna go there for Comic-Con, but I'm gonna go side hustle a show just to pay for the hotels and all that.
I actually did. This was one of the rare times where it was strictly a vacation.
Oh, strictly vacation.
No, mostly a vacation. I did one interview, only one.
That's so tight, though. Hey, shout out to all the people down in San Diego. All our San Diego viewers out there. Like, we have a bunch of like the San Diego homies that actually do the Comic Cons every year. I haven't gone to a Comic Con since the '90s. Like the last Comic Con I went to was the Comic Con that Image launched, and it was like a that was I think the
like
first
one of the first, yeah.
The first Rockstar Comic Cons were like Image and like Todd McFarlane and Rob Liefeld, and they had just launched Image, and that was the whole. Like the movies weren't even big. Like those weren't even a thing. That was like a little room when you got tired walking around. They would screen like comic book movies. And it was just a little room. Like one room was anime, and now the whole thing is all it's all Marvel. It's crazy, dude.
So big nowadays, yeah. Hell yeah.
Walking around in costume and secret.
Back then nobody was walking around in costume. It was not much cosplay back then. It was really literally like
such a huge thing now. Yeah.
Back then was like really like a bunch of kids like me running around with our comic books going sign this. Yeah. But what it's become now, it's insane. Did you guys get the chance to check out the Nerd Expo on Kumu?
I did not know.
What?
Dude, we had a Nerd Expo.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago. It was dope. We had cosplayers, we had professional gamers, we had like several rooms set up. I'll send you like a highlight bit of it. We had several rooms set up where we had Miss World Megan Young talking about how to set up live streaming games. Then we had Sheila Snow. Basically like a bunch of the big cosplayers out here in the Philippines, and the big just a big nerd squad. And we just had a giant. It was an all-day festival where it was really tight. Like there's a guy called Spider Dan out here in the Philippines, and he's gone viral because he dresses up as Spider-Man, but he goes into the barrios with his face mask and gives relief goods.
Oh,
and Spider Dan. Look him up on Facebook.
I got to interview him. He's amazing. Yeah,
and it was dope because he did the whole interview. His camera was upside down.
He was upside down while I'm talking to him, and he was basically it was like talking to Spider-Man. These people are in character. Yeah, and we had also gave away I think 500,000 coins for like best costume, and there was a guy that he came. I think was it the Heath Ledger Joker? I forget which Joker had won, but these guys were in prosthetics. And it was crazy. So hope to do that again, Angelo. That was such a fun day.
That was it was literally a con because it was like there was several stages and people were just going to like whatever there was a video. There was a video game stage. There was an anime stage. There was a cosplay stage. There was like a what other stages? There was they had the Saber Source. Yeah, but they had Saber Source where they had all the Jedis of the Philippines, like the official ones with the lightsabers, and they were doing battles. It was tight. I need to. Well, now we know that Ruby's secret identity, we should invite her to these to these things.
Yeah, let us know when the next one is. We're gonna cosplay.
I think Robert should do his. You should definitely present your collection because you're gonna go. Robert gave the cosplay.
Do you realize how much shape you need to be to get in those skin tight uniforms? Man, that fell off.
I know all that quarantine food. I don't think I can fit in that still costume anymore.
Yeah, I got the extra. Me and James got that extra quarantine chins, dude. Yo, Ruby, thank you so much for joining us on this special episode.
Thank you. This was so much fun.
Thank you. Yeah, Robert, guys, is there anything you guys want to give a shout out to, or anything you guys want to plug before we're out?
Shout out to everybody that's out there that tuned in today. Please continue to support Usapan Retro. For those of you who are in the Bay Area, although our tickets are sold out to next week's show, we're planning to enter it in more film festivals, hopefully the Philippines soon. And shout out again to all the folks in Kumu. It's been fun so far. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these shows upcoming. Shout out to Wave. This is currently my favorite superhero.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Out here representing for the Filipinas, and happy Filipino American History Month.
Hell yeah.
That's dope. What?
And you have it in the hard plastics too. Oh my God,
I have the different versions.
Yes.
That's so tight. I need to grab those. That's so sick. Oh, wait.
Superhero on Marvel.
That's dope. All right, guys. So this podcast has been brought to you by the Podcast Network Asia, and we are powered by Podmetrics. And if your podcast is not powered by Podmetrics, your podcast is underpowered. You're UP. You're not OP. You're so UP. You need to get some Podmetrics in your life. Yo, Ruby, thank you so much. Robert, thank you so much for joining us. Ron, thank you for pulling up through the last minute episode. Mafe, if you're watching, thank you so much for setting this up. And to you, everybody in the Kumu chat, maraming salamat. To everybody watching us on Facebook, get yourself some Kumu, and we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Peace, y'all.